Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious southern style potato salad. Now we're going to get right into it, honey. I have 5 russet potatoes. These are a nice size too, like a big boy. All right. Now we're going to start off by peeling them, and just as a little kitchen tip, I like to peel my potatoes straight into a grocery bag. I feel like it makes cleanup a lot easier. Now I know this don't make my little setup look cute, but y'all, you know this is real home cooking, and I like to give y'all real tips that y'all can use, okay? So once I've peeled my potatoes, you can see I can just ball this up and my work area is clean. I'm always going to keep my potatoes under water. That is going to keep them from turning brown and just becoming an undesirable color. So while I'm cutting this potato, the rest are still in that water. These are pretty large, so I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to cut them in thirds, or if they're quite big, I might do fourths, and then I'm going to cut them so that they are about a half of an inch to maybe a 3/4 of an inch cube size. You don't want them to be too small. Since we are pre-cutting them, if you cook them slightly too long, they will go mushy very quickly. So this is about the size that we are looking for from each of our potatoes. But at the end of the day, baby, you choose the size that you like. Just be mindful that if you do a smaller potato, you definitely need to cook them less and keep an eye on them, all right, so they don't overcook. I want to get off any excess starch, so I am going to just push my potatoes around in the water, and then I'm going to drain them and just give them another rinse. I'm going to use a large Dutch oven. It's a 5.5 quart Dutch oven here to cook my potatoes in. I'm going to add cold water until it's about an inch above the potatoes. That should be the perfect amount. I really enjoy cooking my potatoes in the cold water and just letting them all warm up together so they don't fall apart. Now, my mama and my grandmama always just cook the eggs in the potatoes. I'm using 4 eggs. I typically use 1 egg per potato, but y'all, these eggs prices out here got me just using 4. Okay, them jokers about 50 cents each. We're good. Okay, I am going to add a tablespoon of salt and about a teaspoon of Vegeta. This is optional, but I feel like it really enhances the flavor of the potatoes. But I don't want to use chicken bouillon because I don't want a chickeny flavor. I just want a slightly stepped up flavor. I'm going to mix all of this salt around, and then I'm going to cut the eye on a medium high and put on my lid. Once it comes to a boil, I'm going to remove the lid and I'm going to let it cook uncovered on a medium for about 10 minutes or until the potatoes are just cooked. I like to use red onion in my potato salad, but not a ton. So I'm using about 1/4 of a large red onion, and I'm going to cut it small. I really don't like biting into my potato salad and just getting these big chunks of onion and chunks of celery. So I like to make it really small, all right? And then I'm going to use 1.5 ribs of celery. You could actually use both of them, but again, I just don't like a lot. I like the flavor, but not too much. And I'm also going to cut these small. Guys, in the comments, let me know how you like your potato salad. Give me your recipe for potato salad. Potato salad was a side dish that my Aunt Polly always did really well. My mom always loved her potato salad. And so she has gone on to be with the Lord. But y'all, we always remember those good family recipes. And I'm showing y'all it right now. To take out that strong onion taste, I'm going to let the onion sit in some water while my potatoes finish cooking. My potatoes were done at 10 minutes. They were fork tender. They were perfectly finished to me. And so I'm now going to drain them because you want to immediately stop the cooking process. You know, when you pre-cut the potatoes, they can go from done to mashed potatoes very quickly, so you need to keep an eye on it. I am going to cool them immediately because if you don't, they will continue to cook. And then I'm going to also cool down the eggs. To help me cool everything down, I'm also going to end up just like shooting water at the bottom of the colander. You could actually dip your potatoes in a bowl of ice water along with the eggs. but I don't have an ice maker. So your girl does not have ice on a regular basis. So I am not going to do that. I'm going to put my eggs in cool water and then just place them to the side. I am going to finish cooling my potatoes off in the fridge. So I'm going to put a little bit of vinegar kind of just sprinkled over them to help them not turn brown. You know, acids, just like you can put lemon juice on apples to help prevent browning, you can also put vinegar and acidic things to just help slow down that browning. All right, y'all. So I have a baking sheet here and I'm going to spread out the potatoes. I'm going to put them in a thin layer because I'm going to cover them with a kitchen towel and I'm going to place them in the refrigerator along with the eggs for about 30 to 40 minutes just until they are cool. It's really important that everything is cool before you put your potato salad together. If not, the flavor is not going to be correct. All right. So y'all, I am using some mayo. You use whatever brand you like, but you don't use Miracle Whip. That it's not right. It don't fit potato salad. Okay. I'm going to use about 1.25 cups. I'm also going to use 3 tablespoons of sweet relish. You can use salad cubes. They're honestly the same thing with cucumbers cut in a different shape. Now, my Aunt Polly always put some honey in there. I'm going to use about 1/2 tablespoon. And I'm also going to use a tablespoon of yellow mustard. Some of y'all that might say you can't put honey, baby, you can put honey. All right. There is corn syrup in the relish, so it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. Now, I shouldn't be telling y'all this because I don't tell people I do this because it's a secret, y'all. But I do like to add a little bit of sour cream. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to put 1/2 tablespoon of this nature seasoning salt. Instead of this, you could just use salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, a little parsley. It's a very simple seasoning salt. I drain my onions. I'm going to add that. And then I'm also going to add my celery. Now, when it comes to the seasonings for potato salad, at the end of the day, you have to do this to taste. So I just go back in and I adjust everything per my liking. I felt it needed to have a little more acid, so I put a touch of vinegar in there as well. I'm going to add in some fresh chives from my garden and then about 2 teaspoons of sugar. I don't like a super sweet potato salad, but a little bit of sweet with tangy and then savoriness and creaminess, you know, it's a whole vibe. It's a really nice combination. And so I'm just going to keep adjusting until I get the flavor that I want. After 35 minutes, my potatoes are cool and my eggs are cool as well. I'm going to peel these hard-boiled potatoes. They should peel relatively easily if they are properly chilled. I know some people got the fancy egg cutters and slicers. Baby, I don't have that. Okay? Your girl got a knife and I get busy. I'm going to cut these up till they are small. I don't want enormous chunks of egg. I just want that yolk and that white to really just complement my salad. And then I'm going to add them to my cream mixture. I like to mix this whole cream mixture first before I put in the potatoes because I can get the seasoning just perfect. All right, you can make adjustments as you need to. I want to make sure that I can evenly distribute all of my potatoes throughout this mixture. So I'm going to add my potatoes in thirds. I'm going to put in 1/3 of the potatoes, give them a nice mix, and then add another third, mix, and then my last third until they are all in there. This will also prevent you from overworking the mixture. But if your potatoes are properly cooled, you're not going to get too many potatoes that just completely fall apart. Now, y'all, at this point, you really should taste and adjust the seasonings to your liking. Now, you can taste everything together, especially since everything is chilled. You're going to get the true taste. Now, this is a little tip to get the perfect texture. If you want to thicken up your potato salad just a little bit, take your spatula or your spoon and just start to crush 1 or 2 of them. Knock them around a little bit so that the edges get a little beat up. Just a little bit, okay? When that you mash them a bit and then you mix it, you're going to see it's going to thicken up just a bit. Now, don't get crazy with it and start making mashed potatoes. Then you know it's going to turn bad. People going to talk about you, okay? It's not going to be right. But just a little bit, honey, you have a delicious Southern style potato salad. Now, would this really be the real deal if you didn't throw some paprika on top? Because, honey, people not going to know that you can cook unless you throw on that paprika. And don't throw on a little chive or a little green onion. Baby, they gonna know you really know what you're doing in that kitchen. I feel like this is best made the day before or a few hours ahead of time and then just letting to chill, overnight or for a few hours. It makes the best flavor. Guys, let me know if you're going to try this. I'll see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye and God bless.